Hello once again, everybody. This is Pastor Lynn from Vietnamese Faith Baptist Church in Dallas, Texas, doing another sermon recap video. And in this particular sermon, I preached through Ephesians chapter 5, verses 21 through 33. This is the passage on wives and husbands, talking about wives submitting to husbands and having respect for them, and husbands loving their wives as Christ loved the church. And this is always a controversial passage because of our culture today, but I talked a lot about how the model of marriage is essentially Christ and his relationship to the church, that Christ loved the church and gave himself up for the church. And in the same way, husbands love their wives, and this love is a sacrificial love, willing to give themselves and willing to give of themselves, and that this love is just something that God has ordained, that the husband is the leader of the family. And we see that in Genesis when Adam is created first and Eve follows. And I talked about how wives are to submit to their husbands. And this particular phrase or term is always controversial in today's world, in today's culture. But this submission does not mean that the wife or the female is somehow inferior or not equal to the man. I talked about how in sociological terms, a group is defined as two or more people with a leader. And a family is two or more people, a husband and wife. And when kids come along, that's a family, that is a group. And a group needs a leader. And in this case, in the biblical case, the leader is the husband, the man in the family, and the wife is the helper. And this is what the sermon was about. And I talked about how even if you are a young person and you're not, in a phase of your life where you're getting married anytime soon, but you should be preparing your life for that eventuality. You should be considering your spiritual growth and your spiritual maturity in order to be ready for when that time comes. You don't automatically become a spiritually mature person once you get married. In fact, you should be spending the years prior to getting married in preparation of marriage. And it looks a little bit different for guys and girls, but essentially everybody has to understand that that is the marriage relationship as God has ordained it, and to prepare ourselves for that relationship and for that eventuality. So once again, this is our sermon recap video. Hopefully it was helpful for you. If it was, then please share it and let other people know. Thank you very much.